Hello everybody, this is KZ, and over the past couple of months I've embarked on a new journey. I've returned to podcasts, partnering up with Dan and Bob of Gigaboots.com, as well as Mr. Feel, a random homeless hobbit we found on the street, to create a variety of shows.
So I said, I'll play this RPG from this classic RPG series that never got translated. That game is not good.
Roro.
That's a little bit harsh. I'm sure if I had played it...
He must know the guy with the BlackRock shooter sports car.
Is that Xeon?
Okay, Xeon, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Xeon's nowhere near cool enough for a BlackRock shooter sports car, okay?
Yes, I'm going to sound like a lunatic.
He worries about this in episode 6. Look at me with all my ideas, such a burden. Please take this weight off of my shoulders.
Dan only came with 1 or 2 ideas.
Shut the fuck up,
That pirate leader was Chow Yun Fat?
He
It was. And then he got really rapey and died. And it was like, okay, movie.
The purple Baymax Sora is fighting in the longer TGS Big Hero 6 trailer will end up being the Baymax left in the portal at the end of the movie, and it will be recovered and corrupted by the enemy group. It'll be corrupted by Organization 13.
That kind of makes sense.
Good news, that was confirmed 3 years ago.
What? What do you mean 3 years ago?
Welcome to the Gigaboots Podcast Network. Every week you can expect a new episode of our gaming news podcast, Big Think Dimension, as well as other podcasts related to more specific topics like gamer premonitions covering different types of games. This content is very fun to make, but also quite challenging and time-consuming for everyone involved. For us to continue making it and getting it up on various podcast services, we'll need your help. If you want to help support our weekly podcast content, consider pledging to the official Patreon via the link in the description. And for those looking for some content right this second, the newest episode of Big Think Dimension is out right now.
I go on Mega Maker Live, and I'm like, hey, Feel, I had this idea for a Kingdom Hearts podcast, where it's a bunch of people sitting around trying to predict what's in the game. And he's like, oh, you know who'd be real good for that? This KZXcellent guy. He watches your channel. And I'm like, oh yeah, KZ. And he's like, yeah, he would be really good for it. Also, he has a really nice voice. And I'm like, oh, he has a really nice voice. I guess I need to go check that out.
I'd try.
So then I watch his channel. I'm like, no, he fucking doesn't.
Oh, fuck you too, Dan. A link will also be in the description for that. Thank you for your support thus far, and I hope to see you next time.